up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Hello, Crafty Vlogmas community. Welcome to day 23 of our festive crafting extravaganza. I'm Mommy Lala, your host, and today we have a special edition featuring the brilliant Victor of BASICNAS. And he is from the world of networks, of course, and live streaming. Victor is a tech enthusiast with a knack for solving any tech issue thrown his way, but he is about to embark on a crafty challenge that's a bit outside his digital comfort zone. Can he survive the DIY Christmas balls from tissue rolls? It's a festive showdown you don't want to miss out. But before we delve into the crafting chaos, a quick shout out to our guest Victor. Victor is a regular collaborator of mine here at the channel, and he has been teaching our community things about tech issues or things about tech that would help us become content creators on whatever platform you are. So if are you using the best network equipment for your setup? Check out BASICNAS for videos introducing you to different styles of networks, from the very basic to modular systems that can grow with your needs. So whether you're streaming to YouTube or Facebook, BASICNAS can help you with the basics and refer you to some of the best in the business for advanced information or training. Better yet, visit their website at https bnas.business.site. There you go. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to their channel as well for invaluable insights. Now back to the crafting challenge. Will Victor conquer the crafty chaos or find himself tangled in tinsel? Will the DIY Christmas balls be a tech-savvy triumph or a crafting conundrum? Tune in to find out on this special Vlogmas Day 23. Without further ado, let the crafting commence, and let's see if Victor of BASICNAS can navigate this crafty project. Okay, so let's welcome back on the show, Victor. Hi, Victor.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody.
Yes. So how are you, Victor?
And welcome to this bloopers edition of Crafty Nights.
This is Crafty
Oh,
Vlogmas, right? So we
uh,
are doing for a change,
it's
guys. So
blooper
normally,
Vlogmas.
so normally Victor would be coming in, very, very confident, because we always talk about tech when we have Victor, right? So we talk about things that, would help us navigate through, as a crafter or as a mom, how can you actually put your content out there? Okay, but tonight we're gonna give Victor a challenge. He's going to be crafting. All right, so our project actually is going to be a DIY Christmas ball. Okay, but before we go into that one, let's talk a bit more about basic NAS. So for those who are actually coming in on replay or seeing Victor for the first time. Okay, so Victor, maybe they want to, hear you talk about what is Basic NAS all about and invite them over as well.
Well, the channel is basically kind of like the name, basic network, and I want to stress the fact of basic. Some questions people throw at me, I'm like, that's not basic, but it's basic networking and it's basic streaming as far as like hardware, cameras, microphones, things like that. And the reason I wanted to do networking and not just gear or
Mm-hmm.
cameras and stuff is because I think there's a lot of miscommunication, misinformation. A lot of people don't know the importance of like upload speed. Everyone calls everything Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not internet. Wi-Fi is just a form of communication between devices, a way to connect. It's like saying Bluetooth. Bluetooth
Mm-hmm.
is not internet. Wi-Fi is not internet. It's just a protocol that allows devices and things to connect and communicate. So I felt that there's just not enough information out there to
Mm-hmm.
try to explain some of these things. So I just started the channel, and it's been a little over 2 years now.
All right. So thank you about that. Actually, sometimes the basic is uh pretty much what do you call this? What do you call that? People always want to go advance, right? So I want to do this already. I want to be able to do this and
Yeah,
that. So most of the
yeah.
time, people skip the basics. But the one thing that I've learned from collaborating with Victor for almost 2 years now, Victor, yay, right? So almost 2 years, right? Is that do not ignore the basics. So whenever I
No.
have a tech issue, and I would be no, Victor, no, 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 no. Yeah, that's Victor saying no, 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 no. Stop there. Okay, you have to. Okay, so he's like, it's like there's a virtual, I don't know what he's doing, but there's like a checklist that he goes through, like, no, do this first. I was already like on my mind, I'm gonna do this, but he said no, 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 go back. Right? So,
It-
and that's the best
it's
thing,
like,
I think. Yes, Victor.
yeah, think of it this way, especially your mommy, you have children and everything. Think of it like this:
Mm-hmm.
when a child's born, are they walking and running? No, they roll around, they start crawling before they could even stand up and start walking. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel a lot of people are trying to run before they even know how to crawl. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
everyone's buying, mixers and cameras and microphones and lights, and they don't even know how to work the single camera yet. I mean, you have to start at a lower level
Mm-hmm.
and work your way up as you go. Don't buy all this gear thinking that it's going to be that easy to just go and connect everything and it just works.
Are you
It
talking
doesn't
about
work
my
that way.
journey over there? That is basically what
Well,
happened to me, guys. Yes, actually, that's
I
very true,
mean,
right? When I started in 2009, okay, let it be known, I wanted to start, on YouTube 2009. So I thought that the way to start was to buy all the things, buy the best camera, computer, all the gears, right? So lights and all of those things, only to realize that I don't know how to use them. So moving forward, it took me almost more than a decade to actually start live streaming. So I could have, I could have saved a lot of money and heartaches. I even hired somebody to actually manage my channel. But then how can she manage the channel when of course the content has to still come from me? right? So, but I wasn't
Right.
giving her content. So how will she do it, right? So I just wasted tons and tons of money and effort and time because I just didn't go to what was supposedly the basics. And Victor, I there's so many tech channels here on YouTube, right? But one thing that I can really vouch for Basic NAS, Victor, our guest over here, is being true to himself. You know, he's an IT person and he's in tech support. The way he does things and explain things is somebody it's a way that even like me, okay, who hates tech, who really hates tech, can actually understand and navigate. I have so many tech issues in the past, and almost all of them, okay, the only ones I think, Victor, that you weren't able to help me with was because it's beyond your control, because it's an actual physical problem, all right? So it's not a software anymore. It's not something that Victor can actually um do for me. But when it comes to probably just the settings or the things I didn't just know how to set it up or what to tweak, right? So it's that's one thing that you can really you will like about a basic NAS. And of course, Victor. Okay, so guys, so if you are not yet subscribed to Victor, I highly suggest that you do so. And also, you can go over almost a year and a half, almost 2 years of collaboration live streams that Victor and I have had in this channel, right? So anything that has to do with tech, most probably that is going to be with Victor. So how to start? Like, what is the difference? Like what Victor said between internet and oh, sorry, you don't say internet, you say internet, internet. Right? So we go internet. So like that, right? So
The
and
World Wide
Wi-Fi,
Web.
yes, and so many other things, right? So what kind of camera, what platform is best for you, and all of these things. Okay, so now because this might be a longer than an hour stream, just because. Okay, first and foremost, I would like to thank Victor for being so brave to take on the challenge. All right. See, he's a tech guy, but he's not really into crafting. He doesn't even have the materials and tools that we actually, have
Yeah.
as a crafter, basic things. He doesn't have that. So it's really a challenge for him. And as I was talking to Victor a while back, before we started behind the scenes, I told him, sorry, Victor, I think this is not such an easy project to start with, actually, because, okay, so let's go to our crafting together camera setup, Victor. Okay, because, okay, as you can see, okay, I will show you. Okay, I tried to also, recreate this like a few hours ago, and look at what happened. Look at my end results, right? It's
That's
so
better than mine.
ugly. And look at this one. I tried to like make it a little bit thinner, and look what I got. It's a lopsided kind of a ball, right? And this one is don't even want to start, right? So after doing this, so I realized, oh no, Victor might might kill me because
Well, just to show you, it's not. I mean, it's not horrible,
oh
horrible,
wow, yours
horrible.
is even better. Can see the
But
wow.
it's the material that I'm
Okay,
using.
Victor,
Cause
Victor,
so
can you please see that? Okay, so that we can go back to this on replay and be so proud of you. Solo cam overhead, please, Victor. Okay, solo cam overhead.
overhead, overhead,
Okay.
overhead, overhead.
Okay. Wow, my friend, that is
So that's
not
the
awful.
half.
That
That's
is
the
not
half.
awful. That is beautiful. I love it. See? See? You did great. See? Okay.
You just need the right tools, which I don't have.
Oh, I have the right tools, but still, I had it. Okay, so let's go back to crafting together. So
Back
the
to
thing
the.
is, one thing that I don't have, as most of you know, is patience, right? So, but I think
I
one
have
thing
patience.
that Victor has is patience. So when I do things, I want to do it fast, 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 right? So, but when you do that and you create something like this kinds of projects, it can't be, because this has to be like all the same sizes. So some are smaller circles, some are bigger. Because I just wanted to just, fold it and that's it, right? But then when you put it together, it's ugly. Okay, but look at what Victor did. Since he is a very meticulous guy, everything has to be slowly but surely, because he's an IT, that's his training, right? Can't be like rush into things and create something bad. Okay, but correct, this is a little bit of a difficult material to really navigate with. For one, okay, this is really not intended for this kind of project. This is actually from the tissue roll core, right? So after, we consume tissue rolls like crazy here in our house, even though we have a bidet still, right? So we go through about 24 pieces in, say, a week and a half or 2 weeks.
Ooh.
That's why we have so many of this, right? So we said, okay, there must be a way to actually, DIY, recycle, purpose, upcycle this material, right? So one of the things is, during Christmas, is we come up with different projects to use this one. So when I saw this one, I said, okay, Victor, I think this is a nice project for us. Okay, so now, Victor, let's show them how to do this. Okay, again, guys, so this is not as easy as it looks. Okay, the thing is, first and foremost, measurements. Okay, measurements are very important. Okay, because as you've seen, okay, what I did in the beginning, okay, you remember your tissue core, they are not really even. Okay, so what the first thing that you need to do is to cut it into half. Okay, open it up. Okay, so by doing so, you just cut any part, okay, of your tissue core. Okay, just like what Victor has done already. Okay, and then try to, flatten it a little bit, like so. Okay, so now if you would look at it, it's not really very straight on any of the sides, right? So that's mistake number one. Okay, if you go directly, using this directly to your project, then you would end up with strips that are not the same length, or could be the same width, because we will measure the width, right? But then eventually you would see that some are longer, some are shorter, and that is why this is all so messed up. Okay, because I didn't measure, I only measured like the width, that it has to be like an inch, it has to be an inch wide. But then, the length, okay, has to be also the same, right? So make sure that, first and foremost, that everything is even. So it's like a rectangle, or if you want to make it into square, make it into square. A rectangle, make it in. Just make sure that all the edges, okay, are, even. Okay, not lopsided like that, not like this. Okay, because at the end, each of the strips of paper has to be the same length, okay, and the same width. Okay, so what Victor did, okay, because he is not a crafter, he doesn't even have at home anymore, because he's not in school anymore, right? And he doesn't need ruler for, his work. So show us, Victor, what you use. Okay, because he didn't have a ruler. Ta-da! A meter. What do you call that?
Tape measure.
A tape measure, but that one's a metal one, right? Okay. Hi,
It's a
Sydney.
metal casing, yeah. And
Yes,
and
metal
and here's
casing.
the other important thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't do metric.
Yeah, so it's okay, because eventually, as I said, okay, what Victor can, but what, even though Victor didn't like doing the metric, so because he's probably his tape measure tape what do you call that? Tape measure, right?
The
It's called
tape
tape measure.
measure.
Yes.
It's
Okay,
an
probably is an inch.
is in
Okay.
inches, yeah.
Yeah, so what you can do is, probably half an inch of each strip. Okay, is that what you did? Half an inch?
What I did was half an inch,
Okay,
but
with,
from the video that you had showed me,
uh-huh.
she was able to do 8 lines. I was
Okay.
only able to do, I think, like 7 lines.
Oh, that's fine. It's okay, because again, as I said, this tissue core, It varies depending on the manufacturer. Okay, so and then the quality as well, right? So it really varies. So it doesn't matter. Okay, so basically what you need is just 6 strips. Okay, so what Victor did, okay, let's follow what Victor did. Okay, so of course, since I have the tools, so for me, what I did was to actually just use a paper trimmer to cut all the strips. Okay, but what you need to do is, to make sure that
And
that is straight.
make sure you got a good straight edge to do your lines with.
All right, and then the T square is a good one because you can put it at the edge like so. Okay, and then just make measurements. Okay, so that in this case it should be about a centimeter. Okay, distance from each other. Now if you don't have that, okay, half an inch would do. Okay, and then you just, okay, put the line, and then all the lines that you need, and then you go ahead after you've done all of that, cut them. Okay, and then you need about 12. Okay, but if you can create more, especially if you have a lot of tissue paper roll or core, okay, then you can make more, right? So these are examples of the strips. Okay, so the next thing, okay, so Victor already did half of his ball, right? Okay, my gosh, it's so hot in here. I'm dying. Okay, so now Victor will continue on and finish his awesome ball. Okay, you actually are doing an amazing, better than mine. Okay. So again, Simply Lorenzo, thanks for dropping by, kapatid. And of course, Sammy is in the chat. Okay, so if you guys are watching on replay or coming in just now, please don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, there you go. Okay. How are you spending Christmas? Merry Christmas, Victor.
Hiding in the house.
Hiding in the house. We're gonna be
Just like New
singing.
Year's and most
Uh,
holidays, yeah,
okay,
just
so
hide in the
normally
house.
for us, I always create this, family shirt. We always have like a family shirt, or sometimes I sew a pajama pants and set like that, and then that's what we're gonna be wearing for Christmas and New Year. And then of course we have karaoke, video, okay, and then we do tons of geeky activities like board games, and of course eat. All right, so there you go. So Victor is slowly snipping away. If that was me, I would be cutting this way, guys. So this one, okay, I would be doing, right? And that is because I want things fast, right? So, but then the tendency when you do something like that, you don't end up with nicely cut, or, and with this kind of project, as I said, measurement is actually kind of important. Okay, because if you don't get it straight, it doesn't line up nicely, it's not as nice. Okay, it's already so hot, but I'm still drinking tea. Mm. I love tea since I can't do coffee. All right, so we're waiting for Victor to finish cutting. Don't worry, because Victor, it's really blurry, but not that blurry on YouTube. Okay, just here. Still bearable. Okay, I don't know what's happening to my internet. By the way, yesterday
Uh,
we
it,
had
it just might be something
Dallas
else.
Victor, and she is originally from Puerto Rico. And I really
Ah,
love her. I said, "Oh my goodness, I should meet Victor." I said, "Victor is originally also from his family is also from
his
Puerto
family,
Rico."
yeah,
Yes, but
yeah, my
of course, you
family.
already grew up in the States, right? So and lived there.
Yeah,
Same with
I
her
was first generation. My generation is first generation actually in the states,
in the
but
States.
the rest of the family, aunts, uncles, all that,
Mm. But you
grandparents, they were all
still
from the
do
island.
know how to speak Spanish a little, no? Oh,
Bien
Dallas.
poquito. Español mío es bien malo.
Okay, fine. As if I
Yeah.
understood that. right? So,
Yeah.
and she was so much fun. So you remind me of my friend Victor so much, right? So okay, so now Victor has okay at least six. You have seven, right, Victor?
One, two, three, four. Hold on. One, two. How did I end up with so many? Oh no, wait. These are the no. Those are the two over there. Yeah.
Okay.
One, two, three, four, five, six. They're eight. I think it's a total of eight. So it's the two that wrap around,
Okay.
and then the
Okay.
six that you do the curving with.
Okay. So guys, so this one, okay, so normally if you are more or less the same, again depends. So some tissue paper core has a taller or taller, some are, shorter, depends on the manufacturer. So it doesn't matter if you want bigger balls, smaller balls, as long as make sure that all the strips of paper that you're going to be using are the same width and the same length. Okay, so okay, so what do we do now, Victor? Because yours look better than mine. So you be the teacher.
Having a teacher. Well, I don't know what you would call this type of bending,
Uh-huh.
but
Twisting, twist. Yeah, you
I just
twist it.
twist it,
Uh-huh.
and I'm trying to visually look at the corners to
Mm-hmm.
make sure they kind of line up and they're not like super close. I'm not trying to do like this,
Mm-hmm.
trying to do kind of like a V shape in the
Okay.
center
So it's
there.
not like this that there almost no nothing in between, but you have to like the legs are apart. Okay. But then how do you
Yeah.
make this one like all the same sizes? Because yours were
Oh, they're
really
not.
nice.
They're not, but they look okay. And the funny part is this
Uh-huh.
is actually staying together now. I mean,
See, I told you it just takes a while for it to
this
stick
is the
together.
horrible part
Oh,
because again, what glue do you have? You probably got an actual.
glue gun.
You actually okay. So this is probably 15-year-old Elmer's
Oh,
glue that I found
okay,
laying around the
okay.
house.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult. Okay, it has to be really a glue gun, and because I've already, managed to scald my fingers several times today,
Oh,
so it's a
see,
good thing I
yeah,
found this. Okay, but don't worry, you can even without this. Okay, but it's just that for
yeah.
me, if you can see, I've already have because I've been doing several DIY projects, so very
So the good
tender.
thing is Elmer's glue won't burn you.
Exactly, right? So okay, but you can because Victor, it's just nicer to use the glue gun because
Oh no, yeah.
it's fast, right? After you stick it, it's done. Okay, I just hope, did I plug this in? Yeah, it should be working. It would be nice if it's working. Okay, there you go, it's working.
Yeah. So the Elmer's glue is kind of messy when you don't know how to
Yeah,
use it properly,
and
maybe.
Victor was saying, Lala,
And
it
you have
won't
to hold
stick.
it for a while. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
was I was looking at the video and I'm like, boom, and I let it go and then it opens. I'm like, no. So you actually have to hold it for probably a minute or more,
Yeah. And
or it's gonna
maybe
fall
don't
apart.
don't put too much because that's liquid glue, right? But it's okay because this
Yeah.
is just paper. So using that kind of, craft glue, Elmer's glue, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It's just that it
So
takes a while to,
it's yeah. So it's
Okay, so
it's 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 behaving for right
yeah.
now. So I'll go
So
to the
you need
next
to
one.
create how many of this, Victor? We need to create
Six.
six of that.
Six.
Okay. So again, we're just basically eyeballing, the Okay, so one thing I did was to, get the other one, okay, and then try to more or less like the opening, how wide should it be? Okay, so I tried to replicate that one. Okay, and then, okay, since I have this anyway at my table, so more or less I could use that as a guide. Okay. And sometimes remember, since this is a tissue paper core roll, sometimes, the papers are not just really connected. So some parts of it might be like that. So that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. Okay. So we're just holding it together like so. Hi, Miss Mary. Hello po. Good evening. Merry Christmas, Miss Mary. Yeah. Okay. So there. Hopefully, I'll have a better looking ball now. Then I was like, oh no, look at this. Look at that. It's so ugly. I said, no way. My gosh, Victor's gonna kill me. This is not an easy project. I'm so sorry, Victor. Okay, but then again, I'm so happy that you still found a way to actually create one and more awesome than what I have actually created. So now you got me nervous because the crafter might actually lose in this challenge because this one takes a bit of patience, and that's something that I normally do not have.
Well, for the next time we do something like this, we're either gonna make flowers out of tissue, or we're gonna etch. We're gonna do more of like maybe etching on a mirror or glass or
Oh
something.
yeah,
Something
I
that I
rem
used to do.
I remember you told me that you did that like when we first met each other virtually,
I had
right?
a friend. Yeah, I had a friend that did that, and he showed me. And after he showed me like very basically how to do it, I took it to like an extreme. So I actually got like I think it's called contact paper or something. I
Oh
got this kind of
yes.
paper and I made it the same size as like printer paper.
Uh-huh.
And what I did was I tried to print a design. To give
Oh,
you an example, I have a nephew that is really into Mickey Mouse. So
uh-huh.
I printed a Mickey Mouse that had like the graduation gown with the diploma and
Oh,
all
that's
that
so
stuff.
cute.
And then I stuck it on the mirror. And then I took the what do you call those, X-Acto knife,
Mm-hmm.
and I cut out every little line that
Oh my
was like
goodness.
the shape of
See,
Mickey
those
Mouse with the
kinds of
diploma.
projects are like perfect for you, right? So maybe when you get here, we will do something like that live. I'm gonna be turning all my friends into crafters sooner or later, right? It's like Marcus yesterday in the stream said he's gonna be buying watercolors already because he wants me to actually do a live stream with him doing watercolors. Okay, I said okay,
Uh,
fine.
I was looking at a way of doing the like the etching again, but without the actual like etching cream, because that's like an acid that burns, into
Exactly.
the
I
glass and
actually,
stuff.
and it's kind of hard to actually find the material for it. So I had to
Well,
ask.
I found
Yeah, I think you
I
had
found
one
something
on
interesting.
Amazon. I think. Okay, what?
I went on Amazon,
Uh huh.
and they actually have like a spray. It's not etching cream or anything that burns, but
Oh,
it's a
just
spray
spray.
that does like a frost. So it's to
Okay.
me it's the same concept where if you do the paper and you cut all the lines out and everything and you just spray the frost on it,
Oh
when
yeah,
you
like the
peel the contact
stencil.
paper, it'll have yeah. So
Uh
when you
huh.
peel the contact paper off, it'll have the outline, but instead of being burnt into the mirror, it's like painted with like a frost
Mm,
thing, like if you're just
mm-hmm.
frosting the glass. I was thinking about trying that, testing that.
Good. That's a good idea, right? So, and I will also
Because you
try
got to be
that
careful with the etching
with
cream
the
because
etching
that is
cream.
like an acid that's
Oh
burning.
no, you're getting blurry. Okay, let me see. Okay, not so
Yeah, I don't know
bad.
why it's doing that.
We
Because
haven't had.
we did jump in and out at least at
Yes.
one time. It cleared up a little bit, but
And it's still green. Remember, I have the bandwidth statistics here, and the it's 26%. And I know I have the stream at 1080p,
yeah.
so I don't know why. But it has been happening to me on and off this past
Now,
week.
when you say 26%, what are you talking about? You talking about the CPU?
Yes. The the
Okay, so
the
that's the
CPU
CPU usage.
23% and the bandwidth is all green.
Okay.
So I don't know
Yeah.
why it's like
And when
this.
I look at Ecamm on my computer,
Uh-huh.
it's perfect. When I look at the interview mode, but the little tiny window that I'm in, not what
Uh-huh.
you're streaming,
Yeah, yeah.
looks
I see.
perfect.
Yes, the same thing.
It's
I can
the
see it also.
streaming window that looks blurry, and if that's what everyone's seeing,
It is.
that it's interesting.
It's
I
a
don't know
little bit
why.
better. I'm watching on YouTube. It's a little bit better, but
Oh, okay.
absolutely mine looks, clearer when in fact you have a
Oh yeah,
better system than I have.
yeah.
So we don't know. Okay, that it's getting better. Okay, so it's just the tech, uh if we say there's such a thing. Okay, tech has been really bugging me the whole week.
And when I go to the Philippines, we might improve a little bit on your network setup and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Just a spoiler
I am
alert.
absolutely sure it's just a user error. For sure.
I'm pretty sure it's probably something with the interview mode from Ecamm. Maybe it's just a little.
Ow. Did you see me
I don't
touch the
know.
touch the end? Oh my goodness.
Don't
See?
burn yourself.
Exactly. See? Oh my goodness. And she is back. Hi, Waves. I hope you've had a wonderful time. Dinner time. Okay. So what normally do you have for Christmas? I know for like Thanksgiving, you guys normally like aray ko, ouch, ouch, have turkey, right? So how about for Christmas? Is there something like that normally um it's served on Christmas Day? Eggnog?
It all depends on. I want to say it depends not only on the holiday,
Uh-huh.
but the family. You got to remember, I'm
Oh,
I'm just one person. I'm not
okay,
I'm
okay.
not my brother with the wife and all the kids and all that stuff. And then she's American. I mean, she's like Italian American or
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want to say. So they might think of different things than like my
Mm,
sister with her husband and their kids. He's
okay.
Mexican, she's Puerto Rican, all the kids are Puerto Rican. So it's not just us being in the U.S.
Okay.
It's also the family background and stuff. So if I was with my mother and her relatives, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just gonna end up being like red rice with lechon and
Uh-huh. So
all
you
kind
call it also
pasteles.
lechon or lechong?
Yeah.
Lechon also.
Well, my pronunciation might be a little bit off. So I mean, but
Okay.
lechon to me is just the pork.
Yeah.
And it's
The
got probably like how they make it. But then
mm,
we also got the pasteles, the acapurria.
yeah.
Um, I
Paella,
don't remember what they call the banana stuff. Plátano.
platano. Okay, what do we call that? We'll see. Okay, we'll have like
Plátanos are the real large, like green bananas that
oh,
they
saba. We call
Puerto
those
Ricans will
saba.
fry. They'll fry them or something like that.
Yeah, we'll fry them and then sometimes we add sugar. So we call it banana Q.
And they're pretty big. I've seen people actually like make sandwich. Like instead of using bread, they use the bananas as like the sandwich part.
Yes,
They'll
yes.
put the meat or whatever, and then they'll use the bananas as
That's
like the.
a very common like a snack in the afternoon for us. Okay, especially during the summer. Okay, so our grandma or our parents would cook that. Either they'll boil it or they will fry it and add a little bit of sugar so that it's actually kind of sweet. And then they will put it in a skewer and we will eat it through the skewer. We call it banana Q.
Mm.
Ah, it's delicious. I will let you try that. I will let you try
Yeah, when it
so many
comes to
local.
like lechon, pateles, acapurria, that kind of stuff, it's
Mm-hmm.
more of I don't want to say delicacy. It's more of that's what you have when you're having like parties and celebrations. It's not something you would eat like on an everyday
Oh yeah,
thing.
yeah. Same here.
Yeah, every day
Lechon,
is
it's
more
not.
rice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
and this is the funny thing, a lot of people
Mm.
are like, I'll be like hearing things where people are like, "Oh, you have to get accustomed to things in the Philippines because they do things a lot different." I'm like, it depends who you're talking to. My family's from the island. We eat rice
Exactly.
every day too. I mean,
Yeah, I would like
uh,
that's why when we were in Boston, right? And then, I rode with Marcus and what do you call this, Suzanne, and they said Suzanne wanted Chinese. I said
Oh, the
yes,
Chinese, yeah.
please. But you went with you couldn't go with us because you already said you're going with another of the campers, right?
I made a yeah,
With
and that's the
to the
thing with
pizza.
me.
Yeah.
If I don't want to say it was an obligation, but the
Yes.
fact that I kind of mentioned we were going to go out to eat, and they were
Pizza.
like,
Yes.
"Do you mind if we go with you
Was
guys?"
it
And
Liz?
I said,
Was it
"Sure,
Liz?
Liz,
Yes.
Liz, something like that." Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I kind of felt bad when everything kind of changed, and I'm like, "Well, I already said we were going to have,
Yeah.
so and her Liz and we were gonna have pizza, so we ended up splitting up. I
Yeah,
went
I
with
actually
Liz
wanted
to have pizza, and you went
to
to get
do
Chinese
that
food.
as well, because but the thing is I was riding with them, so of course whatever they say. Why did
And
I
that
have
was
to
the other thing. I
go
was
back to
scared
the
to
hotel, remember? Do you remember why?
you forgot your gift card and I think your jacket.
Oh yeah. There you go. That's why I needed to go back. Okay.
And
Cuz
I don't remember why Marcus was going back, but they even warned us if you go back to the hotel and try
we
to
might
come
be
back,
late.
you're not going to make it. But you were traveling with someone, so it wasn't
Yeah.
like just a bus ride there and back.
Yes, yes, it was with Suzanne. It's a good thing you guys
Yeah.
convinced me to go to that, what do you call it? What do you call it? What's that place? Salem Walk.
Oh, the Salem walk. Oh God, that walk had me dying. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, physically, oh, that was exhausting.
Yeah, it was more than 2 hours. I think I was pretty like, uh, what do you call this? Sleepy. Especially, I've been sleeping like 4 hour. 4 in the morning. So I couldn't even attend Vincent. I wanted to attend Vincent's classes in the morning 9. I cannot. I'll be waking at 9, 10 a.m. failing.
Now, I kind of regret not going on that first bus. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Uh
I
huh.
wasn't I wasn't interested in working out or stretching or the physical activity is not a thing of mine. I need to get into more physical activity,
Uh huh.
but like what happened when we had the first when we had to
Was the
go
first
to
day?
the ecam office.
Oh,
We
that
were the
was
only two
the
walking
second
in and
day.
walking in late. The second day, yeah, we were the only
Yes.
two on the bus, and we were like walking in a little late, and
Why
everyone was
were we
already there.
late?
Why?
Why were we
I
late?
think it had
Because we
something to
had
do with the bus. The
Stephanie.
bus was waiting for people or something like
Oh, okay,
that.
okay,
And
okay.
what happened also was, I think most of the people were going on the first bus,
Uh
maybe
huh.
to do the workout with Vincent, but at the same time to already be in the area. So they took the bus and went to like the coffee shop or something. That way they could easily walk and be there
Mm-hmm.
early.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I felt really touched that Doc thought of me and the other crafters, because he actually prepared some panels which we could actually personalize. He said, "Oh, Lala, I thought of you. That's why I had this. You can
Oh, the
person."
sound.
Yes, but I
Yeah, for
couldn't.
like the sound panels.
Yes, but I couldn't already do it because we had to leave, right? So we had to go to Adrian's class after. So, it was so much fun, guys. We're talking about the creator camp. So if you guys can make it next year, it would be super awesome. Okay, and of course, Wims is back, and thank you again, Miss Mary, for sharing. What will you be serving on Christmas Eve, Mommy Lala? We're gonna do Mongolian. Mongolian. It's like, so have different stuff. So you have chicken, you have beef, you have pork, you
Is
have
that what you call it?
vegetables.
Mongolian?
Yes. So
Just
and
just
then
having the variety?
yes, Mongolian, and then you mix it, and then you have like this big like skillet, and then you put different
Hmm.
sauces. So we call that Mongolian. But for New Year, we plan to have like a Korean style. Okay. So there you go. Of course, tons of geeky stuff like board games. And we have Jay. Hi, Jay. Good morning. Good morning to you. Is it called banana queue because the bananas are on a queue? Could be, right? So those are what we call the ones on skewers. We put the bananas on
Hmm.
skewers. There you go. And Jay is saying hi to Wims as well. Okay, Jay, what are they making? Jay, we are making, okay, this
Trying
came
to make.
from tissue rolls. We are repurposing, okay, and recycling the tissue rolls because we use up so much of, this. As I told them a while back, that we actually consume about 24 of this in about a week and a half or so. Okay, so there. So now we're just trying to create this one. Okay, okay, so from here, Victor, so what do we do next? I am actually
Um,
asking Victor
how
because
f-
his look nicer.
well, unlike yours, which are probably staying together and
Uh-huh.
not coming apart like mine. I don't know how they gauged it or judged it,
Uh-huh.
but basically, they're gonna combine them now. So you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
put a little glue on the side here,
Okay.
and then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to glue them together like this. So you're gonna start with the first one,
Oh, okay. Hold on.
and
Hold
then
on
you're
there,
gonna keep
Victor.
on until you use
Okay,
the
so
six.
remember there's this side and then there's that side. So you glue them like the whole this part inside, not
The
out.
hole is on the bottom. So the way I'm holding it, the
Uh-huh.
hole is on the bottom. I know with my camera being blurry, it's probably harder
Uh-huh.
to see.
Okay.
So the hole is on the bottom.
Okay, the hole is on the bottom, guys. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so just put a little bit of a glue. Again, mine is a little easier because I am using a glue gun. Okay, so but then Victor is actually using liquid craft glue. So that takes a little while for it to dry. Okay, so let's see if I can actually do this because mine really look ugly. I tried to create this one before the live. Okay, DIY Christmas balls. Yes, thank you, Wims. That's a good idea. No need to prep and you cook while you eat. Right? Yes. Mom's finger gloves are cute. Yes, I really need this because I've been burning my hands from the glue a while ago. So I had to like, but I couldn't remember where I placed this glove. So it took me a while. Okay, but they're not sticking together. Okay, so you have it like this is inside.
Well, like if you put them on the desk, they look
Uh-huh.
like they're arching up.
Okay, like that.
So if you notice, I have it sitting on the desk.
Uh-huh.
It's actually like popped up off the desk. It's protruding above the desk. So when I grab it this way, it's like my finger could actually. It's like I could put it on my finger.
Yeah, I think I'm having a hard time here because I didn't really make this a little bit bigger, the circles. They're
Mm.
very, very tiny. So it's like there's so much like together instead of,
I
you know,
think, yeah, I think my biggest issue is the glue because
yeah.
it takes a while for it to even start
If only I
sticking.
could give this to you. One, two, three. So more or less six, right? Six, three,
6.
4. Okay, so this is the part that like, okay, we'll see. We'll see what will happen. Okay, I think I already know who's gonna win this challenge. Not me.
I probably don't even have all the materials. I mean,
You don't need to. You just need patience here, which I don't have. Come on, stick you. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. One more. Okay, I should have made this a little bit more like like that. It's kind of flat already, so it's hard to. Okay, there you go. Okay. Are you guys already off at do you guys like have Christmas breaks also from work? here in the Philippines, holiday is 24, 25, 31, and 1. Okay, how about for you guys?
I mean, for like the Christmas break,
Yes,
I
for
have
work.
I have only Monday off.
Oh, just Christmas Day?
Yeah, and I think
Oh,
it depends on how they fall with certain holidays,
oh,
because
okay.
well, not with Christmas. So Christmas and New Year, I think we only get the actual like day off. So
Okay.
I'm off on Monday because the 25th for us falls on Monday.
Yeah, same
But,
here,
you
but
know,
we're just advanced.
if it falls, yeah. So if it falls on a different, like, I don't know if it normally does, but let's say it falls on a Thursday. I'll probably get Thursday off, but then I got to go back to work on Friday. It's like, really?
Oh, okay, okay. I got it. I got it.
But yeah, I have Christmas Day off and I have New Year Day off.
Okay. So normally,
But
because
then for
it's the same.
Thanksgiving, we had 2 days off.
Oh. Oh, yeah. It
Yeah.
was a
So
Thursday this year, right? Thanksgiving was a
I
Thursday.
think it was on Thursday, so I had
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday off.
Okay. And I think you
And
guys celebrate
normally,
Thanksgiving more than Christmas, right?
well, what it is with companies,
Mm-hmm.
I probably shouldn't say this, but
Oh.
I think because most companies, what they'll normally do,
Mm-hmm.
they only let employees take off what we call like official holidays or legal holidays, government
Mm.
holidays.
So Christmas is
So if the
not an
government doesn't
official
recognize
holiday.
it as a government holiday, then you probably don't get it off. So the way we kind of do it is if the United States Post Office is closed, we don't work. So it's like a government thing. If the government says this is one of our official holidays, then
Uh-huh.
you get that day off.
Okay, okay. So is
And then
Christmas
some companies will give a little bit more. I think I'll have to look it up. I don't know if Christmas might actually be considered like a legal holiday or a holiday that the government recognizes. I'll
mm,
have to actually look that up.
yeah. So for us before, mostly only like the Catholic special holidays are considered holiday. But in the recent years, the government also recognized that there are also different faiths in the Philippines. They too celebrate different kinds of cultural or religious events. So now we also have some events that are for Muslims. So those
Mm.
are some of them are actually also legal holidays now. So there.
Yeah, I would have to look them up, but they give us. Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
To me, a Friday's a Friday, a Monday's a Monday, a Tuesday's a Tuesday. If someone doesn't tell me, "Hey Victor, guess what? Monday you're off," I show up for work.
Good for you.
So it's like to me, my way of thinking is I wake up, I work, I watch cartoons, I eat, I go to sleep, I wake up, I work, I watch cartoons, I go to sleep. So the only
Yes.
days I know for sure I don't work are Saturdays and Sundays.
What are your favorite cartoons, Victor? That
I watch
you
a lot of Japanese cartoons, but I prefer
Oh,
dubbed.
anime.
So I watch a lot of anime. So I have a subscription
Oh.
to what's called Crunchyroll.
Okay. See, I'm already
So I
wearing
watch a lot
something.
of anime.
Okay, so you like anime. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Just like Sammy, my daughter, she loves anime stuff.
Now, to me, especially since I don't have a glue gun,
Mm-hmm.
the most difficult one is number 6.
Oh yeah, same thing here. I have a glue gun. Is still having a hard time putting this like this together, right? So as I told Victor, I'm sorry, friend. I thought this was gonna be easy. It kinda is not. So I'm sorry. It looked easy looking at the other videos on YouTube when those who did this like, oh, they make it look so easy, right? So,
And
but
that's the deceiving part. And I can't
yes.
remember where I was that we mentioned this, but anything is easy to the professional.
Oh yeah.
So
I think you mentioned that
if
in the
you're
stream
I think I
yesterday.
said that somewhere. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I think in the stream yesterday or the other day where Marcus
Oh,
went
I wrote it in the
crazy.
chat. I think I
Yes.
wrote it in the chat somewhere. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you have someone that is, a professional painter,
Yeah.
when they paint, they make things look so easy. But what you don't realize is all the years, all the hours, all the
Yeah.
time that that person spent
Exactly.
doing those kind of things. That's why it's easy to them.
Because
But
we are
when you're
in
starting off, oh,
we live in a world where everything is like instant. Okay, one, two, three, four. Hold on. How many is this? One, two, three, four, five, six. It's correct. Oh, so I'm missing one, two, three, four, five. Okay, so one more, one more. Okay, so I need one more. Okay, there you go. Oh, okay. We got the 25th and the 1st. Oh, same here, Jay. The same. Okay, so it's the same. I'm off until the 2nd. Wow, good for you, Jay. Unless I want to work. Oh, okay, you have an option to work. Yeah, I was watching Jay's video earlier. He went live for his day 22. Okay, it's day 22 for him for his vlogmas. He's doing advent calendar. Okay, and it's gonna be my guest on Christmas Day, Philippine time and date, guys. So watch out for that. Okay, so unless he wants to work. And Wim says, I used to work for a BPO. That means business process outsourcing. So when you work for a BPO here, it means that you follow normally where your principal office is. So if it's American based,
mm,
so you have
right.
American hours, or if it's Australia, then you do Australia or UK's, things like that.
So it's
So,
25 and 1. So the
uh-huh.
25th of December and the 1st of January, which is the same thing that I have off.
Yeah, because of course they follow like so sometimes it's sad because we are on break or sometimes holiday, but since they're working for their principal is abroad or US, so they don't really follow the usual local holidays. Okay. And then Wim said, did you take a vacation after the 25th and before the 1st, Jay? Mami Lala, ours is 24, 25, 30, 31. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot. Thank you so much, Wims,
Oh.
because 30 is, I think, gosh, I'm so bad. I think that's our national hero's death anniversary. Either his death or his
Mm.
birthday. Any of those. That's why the 30th also is a holiday for us in
Mm.
December. So there you
Now,
go.
we do have a lot of employees that will take their vacation around holidays
Oh,
to
okay.
extend their time. So,
Uh-huh.
like my department, the IT department with the
Mm-hmm.
company I'm with, there's 4 of us now plus our boss. So there's a total of 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be certain days um next week and the following week where I might be like one of the only people working with maybe one more person. Everybody else is like taking off this day or that day. My boss is
Oh,
taking
okay.
off like a whole week. They
So
do it
you
around
take
the
turns.
holidays. I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
So
Me, I'm
that's
saving
good.
all my vacation time for February.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. So you will be surprised if you want to. Probably we can do like a meet and greet with basic networks and live streaming, guys. So if you are part of JCC, I'm sure you would get to meet him over there because he's so interested to see what I have there. Nothing.
So I
Nothing
got
set up.
most of it put together on the bottom hand. At least the one step. I haven't gotten further. So I got
Oh,
all
okay.
6 of them glued
Yay.
together,
See?
but there's still
Why?
more. There's still more.
Look at the difference, guys. His has like circles in it, and I don't have.
Well, I think yours is upside down compared to mine. Here, let me flip mine over to match. Yeah, I don't know what you did.
Oh, I think I know. Okay, hold on, hold on.
Yeah, I don't know
So,
what you did.
okay, hold on, hold on. That
And I didn't
one,
glue these together yet. I didn't glue these together yet.
oh, you didn't
Did you
glue the
glue those
feet yet.
already? I didn't get that far.
Yeah, I did.
Because you
Anyways,
gotta glue all these together still. Or I do.
see?
I'm
So
just scared to
looking at
do it
our
yet
work right
because it's gonna
now,
fall apart.
okay, looking at our work, you'd say, "Oh, who is a crafter?" You'd say Victor. This is gonna be one for the books, Victor. One, two, three, four. This is the
So what I'm probably
ugliest
gonna do,
DIY
since
ball
this
I've
one
ever done.
since
Ever.
this one I did earlier, it's probably got better sticking. I'm probably
Uh-huh.
gonna do the corners on this one first.
Okay.
Because I'm scared that one's gonna fall apart if I
And
touch
I even have
it.
an advantage because I actually have a glue gun and he
You have
doesn't
the glue
have,
gun.
right? So I have like all the tools and stuff, but mine looks so ugly. Oh my goodness.
Well,
Goodness.
if no one saw it earlier, this is my ruler.
Right? And it looks absolutely perfect. Because at the end, it's the end product. Okay, there you go.
And you know what? This is perfect. Now that something just came to my head. Work with what you have.
Yeah.
Just like streaming and everything. If all you have is a phone, start with your phone,
Wow.
and as you do things, as you progress, then you could go and get your hot glue gun or whatever
Mm-hmm.
else you want. But work with what you have. There you go.
Yeah, same. For those like Jay is a new crafty friend of mine. So Jay, when I started, I just was streaming on my laptop, my what do you call this? My 13
Built-in camera.
13-inch MacBook Pro with Intel. Okay, not even an M1. Okay, Intel. What do you call that? A chip, Intel chip, and
Hmm.
then with just the built-in camera and just the built-in mic. I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have a camera, not even a webcam, guys, not even a webcam. Right? So that's how, very basic it was, when I started. And then I learned, through the process, and then I met Victor and then so many amazing creators. By the way, Jay is already in OVMG,
Oh, cool,
Victor. So I
cool.
told him, because Jay is trying to, experiment and he's using OBS and he's trying to figure out
Oh,
if he
okay.
stays with OBS or he does VMix, or if, he wants to like, which one, resonates with him most. So I told him, if you have questions, actually, you can ask it in OVMG. Even if, let's say,
Yeah,
when you go there and nobody is live, just go live and
yeah.
post it, and then when people
There's
see it, yeah, especially Victor.
There's Windows computers users there. There's
Mm-hmm.
people that use OBS. There's people that use vmix. I started with OBS,
Mm-hmm.
but as soon as I heard about Ecamm, I actually bought a Mac just to test Ecamm, and
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much all I use now. Now, don't get me wrong. If I need to do a certain thing, especially if I'm going to utilize one of my Windows computers,
Mm-hmm.
I will use OBS, and I will sometimes use OBS on a Windows computer and combine that into my Ecamm production on my Mac. But I mean, it's still a tool.
Yeah.
That's the thing you got to realize. It's still a tool. It's a usable tool, but it's also what I would call a modular tool. You
Okay.
have to build it, unlike
Yes.
Ecamm where everything's
Yes.
already like there.
Actually, Jay is also in the IT industry, Victor. So he's kind of techie, actually, really. But he's been just using OBS, and then just recently, dabbling with the thought of trying out other stuff, because I've been talking to him about the issues that most of those who are using OBS in our community had with OBS, right? And so he's trying to look at things. I think Victor has loops. You and closed your loops. Yes, that's why it's
Yeah, you
ugly.
somehow you closed your loops.
Yes,
Yeah.
I because
You're
I
supposed to
wanted
have the loops.
pointed ones. See, so there you go. Now it looks ugly. So look at Victor, okay? Follow what he's doing. Victor, your ruler is a carpenter's tool. Yes. Because he didn't have anything, but see, it doesn't matter. At the end, his ball looks
I made it
nicer than
work.
mine.
I
Hello,
made it work.
everyone. Zell just finished with mass. Okay. Oh, Miss Zell, are you gonna be able to finish Simbang Gabi? We called it Simbang Gabi, Victor. Okay. So there you go. And hi, Wims. Okay, and everybody else. Hi, Jay. Hi. Everybody's
And I
saying good
mean,
morning, good
it
evening.
was the tape measure or it was my laser measure, and the laser measure is not going to work because I have a laser measure. That's not going
My
to work for this
goodness.
job. So
Okay, and Jay said, "Yeah, I have to think about a Mac next time I upgrade." Yay, Jay! Welcome to Ecamm. Promise you will love the Ecamm fam. Vmix seems like it has way more built in. What's your comment on that one, Victor?
vmix does. So
Okay.
vmix is what I would bring. Like if I was going to compare Ecamm, vmix, and
Mm-hmm.
OBS
Okay.
without going into like subscription and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Ecamm and vmix have a lot of features and they're already kind of like all baked in. Where with OBS, you're dealing with an open source program where there's a lot of people out there that will create things and build things, but then you have to add it. If you want to do
Mm,
like certain things, you have to add it. It's not like perfect example. Everyone that knows me knows I love utilizing NDI.
mm-hmm. Guys, if you don't know
OBS
what
could
NDI
use
yet,
NDI.
okay.
Yeah. So OBS could utilize NDI, but you
Mm,
have to download NDI and add it to OBS. Where Ecamm already works with NDI, vmix I
yeah.
believe already works with NDI. So if you're okay with building, which I did at first, but it got to the
Not
point where
okay.
Ecamm's
I'm not
Ecamm's too
okay.
easy. Yeah,
I would,
Ecamm is too easy to just drag and drop and throw things in there and do all that
yeah.
stuff. Even vmix, I find a little too techy.
Oh yeah,
I
Vivix for
just go
me is
straight
like
with V
OBS for
Ecamm.
me. Feels like has the
Yeah,
feels of OBS, so it's like no. But Vmix is for PC users, right?
vmix is only PC,
Only
just
PC,
like Ecamm is only
only Mac.
Mac.
Okay, there you go.
OBS is either or, and if you're gonna use it, let's say more basic use, or just because let's say you have a Windows computer and you want to do something or show something,
Mm-hmm.
you could bring that Windows computer with OBS into another computer that's running vmix or Ecamm, just to have like a separate device. And
Victor,
not,
you're you're,
I
you're
like using
losing
multiple
me.
devices.
My mind
Yeah,
like oh,
I just like using multiple devices, kind of like, well, perfect example, when you were trying to do your singing and stuff, I told you use your phone. Don't try
guys.
to play music through your computer. Use your
Okay.
phone because we don't even hear the music. You know, it's like,
They I don't think they know about that.
oh,
What was the reason why I started singing? Oh, I think it was the day that I
it was somebody's
reopened.
birthday, wasn't it?
No, no, no. It was actually I think a day or something before I reopened my Joyful Crafters,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think it was a way of like saying thank you or something. So I think I sang
Mm.
about 5 songs, right? So mostly carpenters. And then, I was like in the chat, Stan was there, Marcus was there, and I thought everybody was like, oh, okay. And then finally somebody from our Filipino YouTube community, Noy, said, oh, a cappella? I said, huh?
A
No.
cappella.
It's not. I have background music. You can't hear it. And then they said, no. So why are you guys, cheering me on when it's just, oh, because, and then they started to say, oh, I thought you really wanted to just sing a cappella. I said, no, there's a background music. And so I had to end that stream, guys. And I think it was like 2 in the morning for you, Victor. 2 or 3 in the morning.
Who knows?
So
Something.
he said,
Yeah.
"Okay, Lala, get onto Ecamm or get into Zoom with me, okay, and let's figure this thing out." So we did, and I went back after an hour, and this time, so I sang again all the 5 songs without this time with the background. Now I knew how to actually put the background music through my Rodecaster Pro. That's the thing.
One way, and that's the thing that to keep in mind. There's
Uh huh.
multiple ways of achieving the same goal.
Uh huh.
You just got to figure out what's going to work for you
Mm-hmm.
with what you have.
Okay, correct. Oh, by the way, it's not that bad looking anymore, guys. So once I actually connected them, it ain't so bad
You're not
anymore.
going to save yourself, Lala. No, no, I'm winning. I'm winning.
Now it's kind of nice now. It's
That,
not as bad as before. Come on, give me that at least, Victor. Okay, guys. So there
that's
you go.
making me think of some kind of like sci-fi futuristic type movie, and that's like one of their sonic boom grenade weapons or something
You're
like that.
so mean. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness. Um. There you go. Uh. Yes, it seems like at some point your time becomes more valuable. Actually, Jay, that was my point, right? So I have, as a solo mom, as a homeschooling mom, as an entrepreneur, I have so many things on my plate, but I do want to continue, doing content on my channel. And so I needed to have the ease as much as possible that would, remove all the tech issues that I have. And so that's why I love Ecamm so much, because it's like plug and play thing, right, Victor? The minute there is a little bit of a learning curve, but once you're on a Mac, it's a very intuitive. It's more or less the same. What do you call that, Victor? The same, not
I,
community, but
it,
the same.
to me, the learning curve was the Mac
Mm-mm,
because I've been using Windows computers most of the time, and
mm-hmm,
even though I'm in IT, I'm tech, more comfortable with technology and everything.
mm-hmm,
I'm not a power user in any way. So
mm-hmm.
everyone's got these shortcut and special keys that they can hit to make things happen. I'm a
Uh-huh.
very basic user. That's why I use the word basic in my channel.
Yes.
But to me, trying to understand Mac compared to how I normally would use the window was more of a learning curve. When once you start using broadcast type software, you start realizing it doesn't matter if it's OBS,
Mm-hmm.
Ecamm, vMix, the basic, and that's why I love using that word, the basic
Exactly.
understanding. You're
Uh-huh.
creating a scene, you're creating overlays. Doesn't matter if it's Ecamm, OBS, vMix, you're still creating scenes,
Mm-hmm.
creating lower thirds and
Yeah.
overlays. It's the way you create them
Okay. Oh,
and
Jay,
the
I'm
way
gonna
you
tell
add them that's
Jay.
different.
Okay, Jay, do you know that Victor is also on Ecamm just like I am, and he is
Yes.
actually coming in with just one gadget. Okay, one gadget that comes into my stream, but you can see he has an overhead and he has a face cam. So normally if you are not on eCam, you cannot do this. You'd normally have to bring in two gadgets, one for your face cam and one for your overhead. So this is just one of the many things. That's why we love eCam, right? And we have Kendra. Hi, Kendra. This is Cards by Kendra. Remember a few weeks back, I actually showed you a very easy way for you to be able to create so many cards, okay, with a sketch, okay, using just with the standard 6 pattern papers. So I learned that through Cards by Kendra. So they have a monthly, quarterly thing called Cards by Kendra. Hold on. Kendra's card challenge. There you go. Kendra's card challenge. Okay. So if you want to join that guys, so you still have time, because I think for the KCC 12 or the Kendra's card challenge for this quarter ends December 31st. So all you need to do is to go get the PDF file. There's a PDF. It's for free, guys. It's free. But if you want to level up, then you can join Kendra's Patreon, and then you can get the previous quarters or the previous challenges, and then you create the cards take a photo of it, and then submit. Oh my goodness, that amount of sponsors that Kendra has and the kind of prizes that you might be able to win, guys, it's super awesome. On top of being able to create so many cards with just those sketches. Okay, there you go. Morning, morning, says Jay. Hi,
Yeah.
Kendra from Wims. Ecamm and Vmix are clearly more finished software. Yes, Jay, indeed. Yes. It seems
Mm.
that at some point your time becomes more valuable. Oh, yes, I did that. I mean, you get more value out of nothing with of not tinkering with OBS. Yes. Although somebody like Jay, he can actually, he creates amazing things with OBS. In fairness, if you
Oh, you could
watched his
do.
stream.
You could do. You could do a lot with
Yes.
OBS. Like
Yes.
what we're doing right now, he could do in OBS.
Yes, actually he is. He is
Yeah.
able to do that. It's just that it takes time, right? Because you have to build it. Here I
It,
just push a
it
button.
takes longer to build.
Right? I just push a button and then put it in the stream, and then that's it. Okay. So now
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up with with
Well, I
Victor's
already
nice
forgot the rest
Christmas
of the
ball.
steps.
Okay. And then you just, put the
We
okay.
got to put them together, right?
Okay, so you put them together, this part, Victor. So remember, you have two. Okay, so those 2 points, put them on top of each other. This one, okay. Remember, you have two like this. Okay, you put it like that. Okay, this and this together. Okay, so the two edges.
I thought we were supposed to glue them together. I already
Yes.
glued them together.
Oh, no. But they're separate, right? So separate. Okay, so now you have two separate balls. This is pretending to be just, this is the first ball because I already glued it, so I can show you, right? So for example, this is the first half of the ball. This is the second half, right? So do you have things like this, right?
Not anymore because I thought you're supposed to glue them together.
No. You have, that's your first ball. You're holding that, right? So get the other
Yeah.
ball. Get the other half. There you go. Okay, so like make them, yes, there it is. See? So you're supposed to glue those prongs that hang out. There you go.
Together.
Yes, one on top of each other. Yes. That's it.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
It is. No, it has to be,
There,
Victor.
I'm done.
Okay. No, you can do this. Come on, Victor. Yours is even better than mine. Come on, don't give up now. Okay. Here, Victor. Shoot. Okay. Okay, there you go. So just choose one of those prongs like this. Okay, so that one should go like
got it.
that. Okay, and then like that. Okay, so one at a time. You are doing so great. Don't give up now. Don't let me win that easily, Joss. Yours actually is gonna win for sure, right? So, okay. So there you go. I came in on talk about a bunch of abbreviations. Is that software? Yes, Kendra, we were talking about different platforms because my guest here, Victor, he's actually, his channel is Basic Networks and Live Streaming. He's a regular collaborator of mine on my channel because one of my advocacies is to actually teach crafters how to be able to actually become content creators so they can also show their amazing crafts and all the things that they do. But there are a lot of talented Filipino crafters, but they're most of them very shy because they're afraid of the tech. So what Victor and I are doing once every month is to come on and talk about tech stuff for crafters about how they can improve or how can they start live streaming from cameras to networks to platforms. So there. But for tonight, because it's a crafty vlogmas, he is creating a crafty project instead of talking about, of course there's still the talk of tech, right, guys? By the way, Kendra will be my guest, okay, on the 28th. So if you are still like not clear about how Kendra's card challenge is being done, you will have a more solid outlook or view on the 28th because we are going to actually do Kendra's card challenge 12. Okay, so see you on the 28th. That's in the morning, 9 a.m. Okay, and Jay said OBS really reminds me of Photoshop with all the various windows. Mm, yeah, yes, we are being nerdy. They are making ornaments from tissue paper rolls. It's kind of fun use. I'm sure you could do the same with lightweight chipboards. Yes, but then we are trying to really try to use up things that are normally trash in the house. So that's also one of my advocacies. I want to pursue reusing, upcycling, so those kinds of things. There you go. I need to learn how to do live streaming on my own. Oh, Kendra, this is if Mommy Lala can do it, anybody can do it. You know why Victor is laughing? Not because he's making fun of me, but because it's a fact that I didn't even know all these things. I didn't even know how to do Facebook, guys, when I started. It's like, how do you make a post? How do you attach a photo? That's how bad I am when it comes to all these social media platforms, all this tech. But as I said, if Mommy Lala was able to do it, anybody can do it, promise. You just need to. Okay, Victor, you can do this one at a time. One at a time. Not all at no no
Well, what
no
it
no
is
no no.
it's not gluing. It
Oh, it
won't
takes a while.
because it's the liquid glue.
Mm-hmm.
The cardboard now is putting too much pressure. So when I'm
Oh
trying to
yeah.
glue it, because it's already shaping,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
pushing apart. It won't let it will not work with this glue.
Yes, because I told him, come on, be ugly, so I will win. No,
So I'm
kidding
doing
aside.
my normal, I'm gonna figure something out type thing.
Okay, see, he's an IT guy. He can figure it out. Okay, so more or
I'm
less,
gonna
it's gonna
figure something
yes,
out
it's gonna
because I'm
look
gonna
like this.
say when
So
I
after
when
you,
I when I when I do this part going across, it's gonna
okay.
help hold it
Oh
together.
yes,
So I'm
go
I'm
ahead, go
I'm
ahead. Okay, so
figuring
now
it out.
after you've put the two half of the ball together, again, these are all from just a tissue paper roll. Okay, then you support the ball by now putting this extra pieces on around it. Okay, that will support the shape of the ball even further. So Les, mine looks like an alien pod of some sort, but that's fine. Okay, I'll show you one that I did earlier on. So, if you want, you could actually paint this, but of course, I didn't have the time for that because it needs to dry up. So you can paint it, you can put glitters on it, you can put confetti on it, right? So personalize it as much as you want. Okay, and then you just put a ribbon so you can hang it, and then you can even tie a ribbon around it. Okay, like so.
Tie a
Okay.
ribbon around it.
Yes, there you go. See? So that's how easy this project is.
You use the word easy, Law.
If you are not into perfection, so we threw perfection out the window
We
today.
threw perfection out the door because my glue's not gonna stick
Not
to
just the
this.
door, the window, anything that has a hole that comes out of the house, it goes out. Okay, because really at the end of the day, this is just a fun activity. So I told Victor coming in, Victor, first and foremost, I'm sorry. This is, I think, not just such an easy project. But then when I saw what he did, I was, whoa, yours is nicer than mine, right? So again, I told you some of the tips in the beginning of this live stream. So again, it has to be make sure that all the strips are same width and same length, because most tissue paper core, when we get it, it's not really even, right? So sometimes it's wider here when when you open it up, it's not, and you flatten it, okay, it's not exactly like the same width or the same height. Okay, so that's why if you're gonna use it to make this ornament, you have to make sure that all the sides are actually like in geometry, right? So two sides have to be equal, right? If it's a square, all sides have to be equal. So it depends on how long, or the length of your star is gonna be. Okay. So, okay, Victor, you can do this. Okay, so I'm now gonna start putting uh what do you call this? A ribbon.
Just
Okay.
remember, it's
I
not going to be
remember you
round
told me
anymore.
in the chat a few days back, Victor, that you normally don't put up a tree. Did you
I
to
do
this year?
not know. I do not put up trees. And I think what it was is
Uh,
I have one of those the last tree I put up, it was one of those things where I never took any of the ornaments off or anything. I just took the whole tree and stuck it in a box. And then the next year I would just put it back up. So my whole thing is it's too much work to put all that stuff together.
but that's
So
part
the
of the
last
fun,
time,
Victor. That's part of the fun.
not when you're by yourself. So the
Oh,
last
I
time I
got
put
it.
up a tree, it was like April or May, and my sister came over to my house and she's like, "Why is your tree still up?" I'm like, "For next year." So her and her kids took the tree and took everything down, and I'm like, "Well, you know what? I'm never putting a tree up again." I haven't put up a tree since.
Oh, okay. So that's the story why there is
So
no
that's
tree
that's
at
that's kind of the
Victor's.
story. Is like so much work.
Yeah,
Now I
it
can
is. It
understand with a
is.
family, you spend time with the family, the kids, you
Yeah.
decorate and all that stuff. But when you're a single guy, it's like,
Hmm. And you're doing tech and all those stuff, right? But when you have a friend like Mommy Lala, who will make you do crafts, so now where will you put this ornament on the door or on the staircase going up? Right? No, just kidding. Okay, it's okay. See, that is beautiful, Victor.
I'll hang it off the pole for my side
Okay,
mirror.
yes,
My
and remember, I gave you one for when we were in Creator Camp.
yeah.
Where is it now? Did you throw it
Um,
away?
no, it's on my drawer in that little pouch thing. So the entire little pouch thing and everything is on my like dresser drawer by the mirror.
Okay, you're supposed to hang it, Victor, because it's Christmas. No, it's okay.
But
It's
there's no
okay.
tree.
I know, right? Yes, you're
There's
right.
no
You can hang it.
tree.
You can hang it over your overhead cam.
Oh,
Okay.
look. I was gonna say I don't have all the parts because I didn't even have like a piece of string or anything.
Uh huh.
And
Are
I don't
you?
even know what this thing's to.
Oh, I thought you're
Oh,
gonna get
it
one
says
of the
Canon.
cables and
No,
use a
it
cable.
says this thing actually says Canon. So I think this is to one of my several cameras. And
Exactly.
I think you're supposed to like loop it,
Yes, that's for the Canon camera.
and
Oh
then
my
you
god.
got like I'm just gonna loop it on the ball.
Okay. Okay, guys, since probably some of them haven't been able to see, like Jay wasn't able to see our past because I just met Jay about a month ago or so. Okay, Victor, maybe they want to see what kind of setup you have. Okay, let's show
Ooh.
them like how many cameras and what awesome fun techie
Hmm.
things you can do. Just as a
All
treat.
right, so we could do
Okay, I'll
that.
do your solo.
You do the solo. I'll have to add a camera real
Okay,
quick.
hold on. Go back to
So I'm
solo.
gonna. All right, but I gotta add a totally different camera. So give me a second.
Okay, okay. So there you go.
So
So you're on
this
your
is
peak.
this is this is Ecamm. We're doing this on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is Ecamm on the fly.
Yeah. So he's
All
starting
right,
from
line that up.
scratch.
And then I need to pick the one camera that I could pretty much pick up and move around. Where is it? This guy right here. All right. So my two monitors,
Mm-hmm.
my stream deck, and let's see if we could swing around without breaking anything and count cameras.
Okay, let's count. Let's count. I would love when
All right.
he shows, his camera setup. Makes me
So
crazy.
here's the Canon V10.
Okay.
There's the Zoom 8N 4K something. These are my favorite. So I got a Mevo Start there.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Mevo Start as my drop down, and there's a Mevo Start over there, that red light dot thing. So that's 3 Mevo Starts. Then I have my Osbot Meet 4K. I have this connected to my A10 Mini, so this could handle 4 cameras, but I prefer to use this with computers, Chromebooks, desktops,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. I could bring in a totally different computer with this. So what I'm bringing in is this, which also has a camera. Then I got my Canon M50 Mark II with the 16 millimeter lens. And then I got my Logitech C922. And then the camera that I'm holding, which if I go back to this one,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually a conference camera where you'll put like in a little meeting room.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got the microphone, built-in speakers, and everything on here.
Oh yeah, you showed me that one before. Yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, there's a lot of cameras. So I'll go back to the art one.
Okay, so there you go. So just the preview of, how crazy Victor can be. And the reason why he has all this camera, guys, is so that he can actually, learn and learn how to help others with their issues, right? So oh, by the way, Victor, I lost my Rode Wireless Go system,
Huh?
the whole thing, together with the lapel, everything, because it was in one pouch. I went to an art show. I did an interview, and I don't know, somehow maybe I lost it, or it got stolen. I don't know. Couldn't find it anymore. So I'm so
Ouch.
down. Yes, very ouch. Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, there goes
Yeah,
mine.
because those are nice microphones. I think those wireless goes.
Yeah. So I actually it took me, I've been looking for it before I finally pronounced it lost.
Uh,
Gone. I think about a week now. I've been trying to go over everywhere, all the cabinets, all the stuff, even my office, my craft room, the laboratory, everywhere. Really couldn't find it. And nobody can remember except for the fact that I actually used it a few weeks back to do an interview. There you go. I lost it. Sad. There you go, Victor. Okay, you can do this. Come on. Just make sure you don't cut it. Okay. There you go.
I'll figure something out once.
Okay. So if you have something like a piece of, okay, there you go, to make it so that it's not gonna. Oh, there you go. There's the techie guy. All right, there you go. And
And
then
then
you
if I
can,
want, I could
and
tuck
then you,
this in because I'm gonna want to take it back
yes,
off. So I'm
yes,
gonna
yes.
tuck this in to make it look like it's part of it.
Oh, there you
Somehow.
go. I think you actually are a very crafty guy, Victor, right? So you just don't want to people to know about it. Okay, so maybe you and Marcus can actually do some sort of,
There it is.
crafty show in the future. Be part of our community, right? So Jay, maybe you want to have Victor in your channel soon.
It's acceptable.
Yes, you can actually, talk about tech as well. No worries and crafting. Okay, there you go. So you can do so many things about this one. I just for today just added some ribbons for it. This is really more for fun. Okay, trying to make my non-crafty friends do a bit of crafting, right? So and your table is so neat, Victor. Okay, let's show Victor solo
That's
overhead.
because you don't see the whole table.
Solo overhead, Victor. Okay, let's show. Okay, there you go. That's Victor's ball. Guys, let's congratulate Victor for an awesome project. Good job, Victor. Yoo-hoo! Now you have to have a tree so that you can put that in. Right? Okay, go back to crafting together, Victor. Okay, there you go. And we have Eric in the chat. Online marketing. Happy Christmas, Mommy Guide Inc. Happy Christmas to you too, Eric. Thanks for dropping by. He's been dropping by quite frequently lately. Thank you, Eric, and I hope to be on yours soon. Okay, so that is basically it for me and Victor. Victor, Solo face cam? All right. So, guys,
All right.
okay, question for the day. Let's overcome the tech. Do you want to become a content creator in 2024? Or if you already are a content creator, do you want to level up with your tech? Like Kendra in the chat a little while ago said that she's actually already live streaming, but normally she live streams with others. Okay, so I think one of her goals probably this year, if I'm not mistaken, based on the chat, was to actually do it by herself this time around. Hopefully in 2024. She's actually a super busy crafter, right? So, guys, okay, let's overcome the tech. Do you want to become a content creator in 2024? Because if you do want to become one, don't worry, it's not like rocket science, right? So, again, if Mommy Lala can do it, anybody can do it. I'm actually, I'm the peg because I am the least techie person that you would know when I started. I don't even know, as I said, how to do Facebook, how to put a post. I would always ask my daughter, okay, where is me? How do I make a post? How do I add a photo? Right? How do I edit? All of these things I learned slowly, slowly but surely. And doing content does not mean that you have to have all the stuff, right, Victor? You don't
Right.
need to. You
Right.
start with what you have. Okay, so that's what my friends in the content creator community also say. And one thing also that I would recommend, just like most of my crafty friends, we are in same communities. We support each other. Head on over to other content creators who are not in the craft community, because you learn also from them. Like what we have here, Tech Troublemaker. What is Facebook? There you go.
At least Facebook is still called Facebook. I'm just saying.
Yes, like the other one. But
Yeah,
do
like
you
the
know
other
what?
one.
The other day I was on Ecamm. Okay, guys, I know, guys. If this is a busy time for everybody. If you need to go, it's okay. Now we're just chatting and all. I was on Ecamm lives. I think it was with Anna and Fulgence, and they were talking about. Do you know, guys? Can you guess in the chat? Okay, what is the most used social media platform in 2023? They showed the answer to that. I was like blown
Hmm.
away because my answer was I was absolutely sure it's gonna be TikTok, because there were billions and billions of creators. Like if I put an shorts on TikTok, mine, and you put, let's say, a hashtag, there would probably be like millions, billions of posts with the same one. But if you use the same hashtag on, let's say, YouTube, there's this thousands or hundred thousands, right? So I was thinking it's gonna be TikTok. No. Or probably some people said Instagram. No. You'd be surprised. Okay, or it could be WeChat. Okay, Tech Troublemaker, YouTube, no. YouTube was just number 4. Okay,
Hmm.
WeChat, I think, yes, I think WeChat was its second. First was Facebook. Guys,
Never heard of
Facebook,
WeChat.
right? Facebook was first, and I'm not sure if it's WeChat second, and then Instagram, and then YouTube, right? I was like,
Oh,
what? Right? The
besides MySpace, wouldn't
Fediverse.
Facebook be one of the oldest ones? Because I remember Facebook before I remember uh, Twitter or any
No,
other
see, you
social
can't ask
platform.
me that, Victor, because I don't even know.
I
Right?
mean,
So I know before Facebook there was something else, Friendster or something like that. There's something similar like that, but I've never. I don't even know all of those things, right?
oh, it's a
So,
MySpace.
oh, there is space, right? So again, as I was saying, the segue to this was, do not let tech be the issue for you not to be able to show your ability to create something amazing. As I said, one of my advocacies is to really try to help other creators from the Philippines actually be known. The thing is, they don't know how awesome a lot of the Filipino creative people are, or crafters, because they're shy. They don't know, they think that I don't have a camera, I don't have this and that, so they don't share their what they are doing, right? So again, if you want to start, this is Victor of Basic Nas. He's actually a great way to start, okay? Because before you actually create your content and go to all of these things, you need to start with the basics. That's why his channel is called Basic Networks and Streaming. Learn first what you need, okay, actually, to actually see, I love using actually to start live streaming or making content. So on YouTube, he is Basic NAS or Basic NAS. That means Basic Networks and Streaming. Of course, the best place to go and look for him or ask him questions or inquiries are on his website. Okay, it's basicnas.com. Of course, you also people see people in the chat like Tech Troublemaker, right? So Roy has a ton of videos, tutorials also on his channel talking about the different things that you should know, especially if you want to focus on YouTube, like metrics and all the things, right? So I highly also recommend Roy. Okay, I was on MySpace, there you go, and Google Plus. That was previously my biggest platform, followed by Twitter. Now I am not big anywhere. Yes, you are, Roy. Okay. By the way, congratulations, Roy, for I think almost 750 plus. Okay, subscribers. Congratulations, my dear friend, right? So we all start somewhere. Okay, but really, don't take my word for it. Visit my dear friends' channels as well. And if you like what you see so far, then please do consider subscribing. And please don't forget to hit that like button for this live stream of mine and Victor. Woohoo, Victor! Yes, look at that.
Yay!
Right? So it's like I was pretty sure I'm gonna be winning this, you know, crafty challenge, but apparently not. His is nicer than
Hey, at
mine.
least you have a bow. I mean, I don't
Oh,
know.
right.
And it's
Okay.
not round. It looks more like an egg.
That's fine. All right. Again, Victor, thank you so much. And I hope to see you just 2 more months. And we will actually probably you'll see me live streaming with Victor beside me.
Yeah.
Right?
I just need to talk to you when we get a chance
Yes.
because I need to know when I'm flying in.
Yes. Exactly.
Because I got to get those
Exactly.
tickets.
All right. So with that, guys, thank you so so much, and I hope that you had a great rest of the day wherever you are in the world, guys. Tomorrow, don't forget we are making Christmas stockings, the big one. Okay, where you put your gifts and all those stuff. And the one who's gonna teach and guide us through that is Pulling Around's David Ryan. That's gonna be 9 a.m. Philippine time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and 7 p.m. Central Time. The rest, I don't know anymore. So go figure, so to speak. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Victor. With that, thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you so so much again for dropping by, and see you again tomorrow for another Vlogmas crafting here at Mommy Guiding. Bye.